אל תשאל שאלות. יאללה, תודה רבה.
מה?
די, חלאס, אחי. אבל לא צריך להבין מה...
אהבת את התיק שלי? אהבת את התיק שלי?
זה שלך? קנית? איפה? יפה, כמה עלה?
160.
איך?
160, כן.
אבל זה הגדול.
אפשר לעשות לך קטן יותר? גדול פצצה
אולי
יותר.
טיפה יותר.
כל הכיסוי שלו, לא, אחי, הכל פה, אחי.
אריקה. איפה זה?
יש מצב, אחי. האמת שלו.
כן.
אתה זוכר גם אחרי העתיק
Hoćeš da tešti da gledaš?
Daj mi. Koliko je bila zadnja četvrtina?
יש עוד אנטרם, חגי בדרך בצלם. Yes. Hello everyone. Vasa will start with your statement, please.
Hello. Hello. Tough series. I think we played 7 times this year against them. Big respect to this team. Amazing achievement, I would say, so far in the season. Throughout the season, unfortunately, they had some bad luck, but they gave us a big fight every game. But I'm very happy that we respond in this playoff series in the right way. I think we had a good team basketball, defensively, offensively, and we have to turn ourselves now to the final.
Hey, Vasa, congrats on the win and winning the series. You know, it seemed that like from game to game, the level of intensity that you've shown, it went up. It kept going up and up and up. How was it possible to get it like from game to game within a playoff series, within like a 48-hour break between games, and having such a rival that we know that likes to play very aggressive?
I mean, you ask personally or team-wise? As a team, I think we understood the importance of the moment. Throughout the season, you are facing different rosters. We changed a lot. We were trying to find our chemistry, and now when the season coming to the end, I think we realize that the priority is just to win. Everything else is on the side, and I think this is the right approach. Beside that, I think me personally, I just try to play every game like it's my last, because I really enjoy playing and being on the court. And now it looks better than before, but I didn't really change nothing meanwhile, just consistency.
Hello, Vasa. Firstly, congrats on the win. I wanted to ask, in the start of the season and maybe in the middle, you shot poorly from the three-point line, and right now in this series and the last series, you're shooting amazing. I wanted to ask how you kept believing in yourself, and how's the intensity of the games maybe pulled it up and made you progress your abilities.
I think shot ability for me, it's really about confidence and work. Lately, I think I put even more work in some specific shots that usually I'm taking, trying to maintain those rhythm shots, and I'm more confident, I would say, and nothing major, just more work, specifically those shots, and they are starting to get in. I hope I continue.
Good evening, Vasa, and congrats for the win of the series. You are in great shape, and Yamadar is in great shape. Amazing shape, maybe. Tell us about the cooperation with Yam. Can you compare to other cooperation you have, maybe Shane Larkin before or something like that?
One thing I like about Yam, he really worked hard. I think he gave a lot this team last year, and throughout this season he had a challenge individually, but every time I saw him on the court, he gave his best in practice. He worked extra, which is important for him and his age. Today and since the first games of playoff, or when we came back, I saw the aggressiveness that he was willing to put, and he's still putting. And I'm very happy for him. Not easy thing to do, to be patient and now to shine. And I just hope he will continue. He's competitor. He has I would say 3-dimension of game. He can pass, he can drive, he can shoot. And when he's in rhythm, it's hard to defend. And I'm happy that I'm sharing the court with him.
Vasa, when you signed for Apollo Tel Aviv, is this what you envisioned with the crowd, with a big game and a big win, and great performance from your team?
I've heard some stuff about fans every time we are here, and some really nice games in EuroLeague before we left. I felt great atmosphere, but our job is on the court. We try to be focused and give our best on the court, and then I think the rewards are coming. later on from the fans and the respect. And this is for me always the recipe. Not too much talking, much more to do on the court, individual as a team. So I hope we are making them proud and they will come even in bigger number.
Thank you, Vasa.
Thank you, guys.
Good evening. So, good evening, everybody. I would like to obviously start for congratulating our team for the qualification to the final and the series in general. But at the same time, I give a lot of credit to Jerusalem. They're an amazing team, well coached, well built, with many options to create problems. And they gave us big fights. They won against multiple times, but still they've been hungry in order to win. And this makes us even more proud because we won the way we won this series, and the efforts we put because we had such a good opponent. In regards of today's game, it was very important for us also to keep them low, and I think the 36 points that the 36 and 38 points is a big achievement for such an offensive orientated team with a lot of individual skills that they can really hurt you any given time. Obviously, we tried to limit it, the points they score in transition, the points they score from extra pass or over helping, as we call it, and we managed to do it. I don't have all the numbers now, but definitely we tried to have a more logical offense, because a lot of times from the offensive imbalance and the bad shots you take, they're gonna hurt you within 2 seconds. And we were consistent on that, and one of the reasons is this, for sure, that we prevailed. We've been facing also a lot of trouble, a lot of in and out players, injuries and everything, but we kept fighting. We find the right chemistry, and we're happy that we're at the finals. Let's don't forget something, which I'm going to mention now, and I mentioned to the players. We're the same team, at least not with the same players altogether because of the injuries and because of the circumstances, that we have lost the first quarterfinal game from Rishon. But we came back big, and we want to continue.
Hey, Coach, good evening. Congrats on the win and, making it to the final series. Last time I asked you after game one about Yam and Vasa being able to dance like this on the floor. I want to ask you how big it is to have two guys that have the ability, whether it's each for its own or together, to basically take control over the game whenever they want.
It's a big thing, and I will add also Chris Jones over there. We're playing lately with a lot of three ball creators. Cook also is giving us a different dimension because he can defend well. He's a long guard that he looks like he plays the whole year with us. This is how he looks. The integration he had it was really quick. Yam and Vasa, they play very good at 1 and 2. When you have also a third one that he can really spread the floor, drive vertically, or create for others, it makes it difficult for the opponent. So it's the given day on how we're going to share the ball and how we're going to find the good looks. And I think that this series was evidently that we have had as a priority to play team basketball, and we did. In basketball, somebody will flourish. The talent will be there for sure. But the supporting that they have from people like Ish that might be scoreless in one game, but he's going to do amazing things. The glue guys are something important. Definitely, Yam and Vasa, they look much better. As also, as I said, Chris and Vasa, or Chris, Vasa, and Yam together, or whatever combination we have. We sat down, and the reason I mentioned this game against Rishon, because I was told that it was a lot of criticism, and it's good that it was criticism, why not? But this year we have felt that the adversities and the injustice, it makes us stronger. So we kept working, we tried fixing things, and we did fix things within one practice. Because we show up on the game 2 against Rishon, a different team, and a 3, and all this series. And I'm proud for that. But the journey doesn't stop here. We have now on the final. We'll see how the series ends. Maccabi is up 2-0. So either, Holon or Maccabi or Holon. We're going to be very dedicated and focused because we want to end this season well. But it's far to talk about that. It's about the game 1, and we'll take 1 day off, and we'll analyze the film, and we'll be ready, hopefully, and healthy.
Good evening, Coach. Matan from Hoops. Firstly, I wanted to ask you about Yam Adar. He had a 3-pointer, 1 minute and 36 seconds to end the fourth quarter, and we saw you very enthusiastic and giving him a high five and hugging him, and all the emotions went out. I wanted to ask about your relationship with Yam and what happened in that moment.
Yam is playing amazing, and as I said to you many times and before and last season, that his exceptional talent needs to be coached, needs to be also taught the right way. Vasa explained you why players like Yam Adar will never lack success, whatever that means in their career, because they like what they do and they put extra effort. The challenging period was what makes you even stronger and even bigger. And he have had challenging moments. At that moment, certain that you're talking, it was not that much of enthusiasm. It was to tell him that he needs to deliver the message after this big shot that the game is not over. When a player that he just make that shot, he goes to his teammates and says, "Oh, guys, we gotta be focused on the next defense now. Big bucket. What is going to do now? Oh, isolation. Maybe Smith slips. Details." When a player that just made the basket at this age goes and says that, it makes the others being followers. You understand? So that's what I told to him. Like I said, you gotta go and say it. And he agreed. It was a big bucket. Of course, he has a right to celebrate while you play basketball. And but yeah, that's the moment you need to go and address to your teammates as a leader at that moment, that yeah, the bucket was important, as also the other buckets that we have scored, but now we gotta defend.
Last question, please, because we need to finish.
Good
I
evening.
don't mind if they have questions. We need to? Even if I don't mind? Sorry.
Good evening, Coach, and congrats for the
Okay.
winning of the series. Can you update us the situation of Tayo Diassi? And
Yes.
is there a chance that you bring back AB and Otoro?
Well, it's not on me to bring back, but this is. I'll start from that. The levels of the fear that each and every one has in his body, and how he processing the whole situation, and because we've been witnessing tough moments over here with sirens and bombing, and it's different. So the levels are not the same to each individual. So that's ongoing discussion in regards of those two. But we are the team that had suffered a lot from injuries. Let's don't forget Ennis got injured. Ginat for a long period got injured. Brian now undergoes surgeries. So we had Bar, Timor. So Yam, beginning of the season, over 3 months was out because of the knee. So, but we managed to keep that fire and this chemistry to develop in something good, as I said, and ongoing. Odiase is better. He feels better. We'll see. We'll evaluate day by day is the decision. He's a strong guy, so as soon as the damage is not something major, which gives us hopes that we're going to see him in the final series. But as I said, it's a daily process. I've heard that if the series ends 3-0, the other semifinal, then we're going to play on Tuesday. If not, then we're going to move to 18th, or what you said. So that buys us a little bit more of a time, but either way, 16th or 18th, we're going to evaluate day by day. And same with Levi. But that's what I'm saying. Like the level of the fear that they have, and when they're going to come and how, this is not on me. I'm not the one I'm calling. Those are things. I heard now some good news that But okay, let's see that to happen, and let's focus only on basketball. That's what I'm asking. Like basketball is my area.
We finish with good news. Thank you.
Bravo. Sorry? What? That's what we tell them. But it's not easy. You know where I'm living? You know that the next building you got a hall for 10 floors? It's not easy. Sorry? Thank you.
Yeah, tough season for everybody, but as a team, I think we did a good job of battling all year through the ups and downs. I know coming into the year, we had very high expectations for the year. Wanted to win championships. We weren't, but also it's a part of the game. It's a part of life. You gotta be able to take situations where things don't go your way. And be able to rebound from it and continue to get better. Of course, we want all great things to happen in life, to happen in basketball, but that's not real life and that's not real basketball. So we'll regroup, get better, coming back into next year. Say it one more time. I can't hear you.
Since Sunday to the team. What happened to the team since Sunday?
What was Sunday? Was the first game?
Your point of view to all of this three games.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough situation for everybody. It's I guess the perspective would be if you're a foreign player somewhere where you're not from, at the end of the third quarter, you see Hebrew on the screen, you see people rushing out the gym. You're asking everybody what's going on, and they're saying Iran is attacking again. For me, I've experienced it twice. It's tough. It's scary. It's a scary situation to be in. So I guess the people that left, I respect their opinion to do something different, and I respect everybody who also stayed. That situation doesn't change the way I feel about anybody on the team. We had a really close team, a team that liked playing together, the team that enjoyed each other's company on and off the court. We grew a lot this year. Unfortunately, there was a lot of circumstances, I would say, that haven't went our way this year, that calls for, us not be able to accomplish our goals. But it's life.
Hey, Jared, good evening. I want to ask you, what was different between, like, if I'm looking at the first 3 quarters of the first game, right, and game 2 and game 3, what would you say didn't work for you guys? Because it's like you were there, but you weren't really there, if it makes sense.
I mean, first I'll give a lot of credit to Hapoel Tel Aviv. They played really great. They're in a good moment as a team. So first I'll give the credit to them. And just for us, it's tough. We were basically missing 4 rotational players that ended up leaving, and thankful that you have Cash, Dima, Hanoki, Ethan. People step up. I think that shows a lot of character that the team has had. When guys go down or guys go out for different reasons, we have people step up and compete, and that's all you can ask for.
Good evening, Jared. I wanted to ask about you stayed. You made the decision to stay in Israel. I wanted to ask what the club gave you, what the confidence that they gave you that made you stay. It's a big decision for you, for everybody that you know.
Yeah, it was a very tough decision for me because, like I said, the last two times when the war happened with Iran, I was here in Israel, so it was a tough situation. I had a lot of conversations. I think the club has done so much for me over the last 2 years and where my career was and like where it is today. So I wanted to, pay back some of the respect that they have given me. I always enjoy playing for Youngshu, so I didn't want to leave.
Jared, do you have a message for Hapoel Jerusalem fans who are obviously disappointed with how this series went?
Yeah, I mean, like I kind of said before, it's tough. There's good things that happen in life. There's bad things that happen in life. You can't have all good, and you can't have all bad things happen. And we learned a lot about ourselves this year. It was a tough year, like I said, but we fought all the way to the end, and that's all I can ask for my teammates. And like I said, we'll continue to get better, and we'll be back next year.
Yeah, so you said you'll be back next year. Is this like a guarantee? Is this something we can take to the Prince?
Yeah, I mean, I've said it many times before. I have a contract for next year, so I mean, I have to be here next year. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Next question, please.
You're saying that you're coming back next year. You stayed through all the Iran wars. Is becoming an Israeli citizen or representing the Israel national team something that might interest you in the future?
If it comes across, I'll definitely consider it. I've enjoyed my time here in Israel. My family has enjoyed their time here in Israel. So I mean, if there is interest, it'll definitely be a conversation. But yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
אין שאלות? כן.
יונתן, בסוף העונה שעברה עשיתם בהתקדמות גדולה, הייתם בשיא, כמעט אליפות. השנה התחלתם את העונה, אני חושב שהקבוצה הכי טובה בארץ, זכיתם בסופרקאפ, בגביע ווינר, ניצחתם את הפועל תל אביב אחרי זה פעמים בליגה וזה, ומשהו כבר לקראת הפלייאוף, כבר זה הרגיש שאתם פחות טובים, משהו שם אולי גם לא רק מקצועי, גם משהו חברתי, עובדה ש4 זרים עזבו. מה, הרגשת את הירידה הזאת, כאילו? הרגשת את הנפילה הזאת בתוך המועדון, בתוך הקבוצה?
אני חושב יש הרבה דברים שקשורים להרבה דברים, לא היה שום בעיה חברתית, ההפך. אבל אם לנסות לשים את העט, קודם כל אני חושב שהתחלנו מצוין את העונה, זאת אומרת, לפחות מבחינת מספרים, עד שהתחילה המלחמה, היינו מקום ראשון ביורו-קאפ, גביע ווינר, ניצחנו ברבע גמר את הפועל תל אביב בגביע, הפסדנו למכבי בחצי גמר, משחק טוב, קשה, שאפשר היה גם לנצח אותו. זאת אומרת, עמדנו בציפיות, היו לנו כמה הפסדים בליגה, לא מחויבי המציאות. אני חושב שבעיקר איבדנו קצת מהקשיחות שהייתה לנו שנה שעברה, אני חושב, עם ג'רמי מורגן, קריס ג'ונסון, שחקנים שהבאנו במקומם היו טובים בדברים אחרים, פיצו על דברים אחרים. אני חושב שאיבדנו קצת הקשיחות הזאת שדוחפת את כולם קדימה, וזה בדיוק מה שבקבוצה גדולה צריך בשביל לצלוח את המשחקים הפחות אטרקטיביים, ששחקנים לא באים בשבילם, יש את החבר'ה האלה שבאים וטורפים. אני חושב שקצת לא היה לנו את זה, ובגלל זה הייתה נפילה, אבל הקבוצה עדיין הייתה במקום מצוין, זאת אומרת, גם מבחינת הכדורסל וגם מבחינת התוצאות וגם מבחינת המספרים. מהרגע שהתחילה המלחמה, היינו חודש בלי לשחק, ואז שיחקנו נגד טורק טלקום במשחק, שוב, עם המון חלודה, המון טעויות, הפסדנו בסל בשנייה האחרונה, כל מה שקרה שם במשחק, וזאת הייתה מכה שהיה לנו מאוד קשה להתאושש ממנה. אחר כך הצלחנו להתאושש, סך הכל באנו לפה עם אנרגיות חדשות, החתמות חדשות, קצת זה, שלא להוסיף את הפציעה של זוסמן שגמר את העונה באותו רגע, ועוגן מאוד 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 משמעותי בקבוצה הזאת. אז משם ככה, אני חושב שהדברים הם קצת קרטעו, כל פעם עוד איזה מכה, עוד איזה משהו שאי אפשר בגללו לנסות לצבור ולהמשיך ולהצליח, אבל מצד שני, גם היכולת שלי ושלנו להתרכז בכן, מי שכן, ומי שכאן, ומי שטוב, ולנסות להוציא מהם את המקסימום. אני חושב שבסך הכל, גם ראינו היום, שיחקנו נגד הפועל תל אביב, שיחקה יותר טוב מאיתנו בכל הסדרה הזאת, מגיע להם הרבה קרדיט על זה. ים ומיציץ' עשו סדרה מדהימה בעיניי, בכל אספקט, הגנתי, התקפי, מנטלי, והם יותר טובים מאיתנו. אבל אני לא חושב שראינו קבוצה שלא נשברת, לא נופלת, לא מוותרת על שום דבר. זה מה שחינכו אותי בהפועל ירושלים מאז שאני ילד, ואני שמח וגאה שראינו את זה, וזהו.
יונתן, זה כנראה זה המשחק האחרון שלך בהפועל ירושלים. זה לא עוד מועדון עבורך. אם אתה יכול קצת לסכם את העונה, את התקופה שהייתה לך במועדון.
סיכמתי את העונה עכשיו. כן, זה המשחק האחרון שלי, בטח בקדנציה הזאת בהפועל ירושלים כמאמן. נורא אוהב את המועדון, נורא אוהב את האנשים. הגעתי לכאן באמצע העונה שקיבלתי טלפון מחומסקי, אמר לי צו 8, תבוא. באתי, היה כיף. עשינו בהתחלה כ-GM, עשינו גמר BCL, עשינו גביע, עשינו הרבה רגעים מאוד מאוד מרגשים. עברנו את כל המלחמות שכולם עברו. התמודדנו עם זה, לפעמים צורה טובה יותר, לפעמים טובה פחות. עשינו המון המון דברים, מכל הדברים שעשינו, חלקם היו גם טעויות. ולמדנו מהם, ובסך הכל עכשיו אני מסתכל אחורה. לי יש מבחן המראה, אני קורא לזה. אני צריך להסתכל במראה ולראות אם אני עשיתי את המיטב שלי, ואני בסך הכל חושב שכן. וזהו. זה שנה, אני מסיים שנה עשירית שלי בטוטל במועדון, ב3 או 4 קדנציות. זה לא נגמר, זה רק הסוף.
יונתן, ערב טוב. דיברת באמת על מבחן המראה. בקדנציה הנוכחית שלך בירושלים, לאור כל מה שקרה עם המלחמה עם איראן, הזרים שעזבו ולא חזרו, הפציעות שפתאום נפלו, ובאמת חווית בערך נראה הכל מהכל. כל מי שהיה כאן בכדורסל הישראלי היה לו את אותו, נקרא לזה דרק.
אפילו היום נסענו 3.5 שעות למשחק.
מה שנקרא אם כבר ללכת. יש איזשהם חרטות כלשהם? אתה חושב שיש אולי משהו שהיית יכול לעשות אחרת, למרות כל הנסיבות ושזה...
בוודאי, יש הרבה דברים שהייתי יכול לעשות אחרת, וצריך לעשות אחרת. כמו כל אחד מאיתנו בחיים המקצועיים שלו, הוא צריך כל הזמן לרצות לשאוף להשתפר. אין שאלה בכלל. רגע משמח, זאת אומרת, הזכייה בגביע הייתה מאוד, האמת שאחרי הזכייה בגביע שהבנתי עם כל הרקע של המשפחות שבעצם עד עכשיו שולחים לי הודעות ואנחנו מלווים אותם, ומה זה עשה לקהילה של הפועל ירושלים, זה רגע מטורף. הסל של ג'רד כאן, נגד הפועל תל אביב שנה שעברה, הסל של ג'סטין, 1.8 שניות לסיום. היו פה הרבה רגעים משמחים שלא רק אני חושב כל מי שהפועל ירושלים בלב שלו יזכור את הרגעים האלה. אני שמח שהיה לי חלק בזה.
ערב טוב יונתן, מתן מהופס. רציתי לשאול אותך, לפני כמה חודשים התחילו באמת הדיבורים על מינוי של מאמן אחר לעונה הבאה, ודיברת באמת על הירידה פתאום המנטלית של השחקנים, הירידה המנטלית במועדון, כל באמת נפילה הזאת. רציתי לשאול אם אתה הרגשת בתור מאמן איזשהו איבוד ביטחון מהאירוע הזה?
ממש לא. ממש לא. זאת אומרת, קודם כל, אני יכול להגיד, ההנהלה של הפועל ירושלים, כל מה שאתם שמעתם כשמועות, תמיד באה ודיברה איתי וסיפרה לי, והכל פתוח בינינו, והכל היה פתוח בינינו, זאת אומרת, לא היו לי הפתעות פה, אף אחד לא עשה לי שום דבר מאחורי הגב, ואין לזה שום קשר. זאת אומרת, חוזה שלי נגמר, עד סוף החוזה, עובדים הכי חזק, אם הייתה ירידה מנטלית, היא בטח לא הייתה בגלל זה. ההפך, אם כבר. איזה מוטיבציה יותר גדולה יש לך לסיים באליפות. אז בקטע הזה בכלל לא. אני חושב שההתנהלות של הפועל ירושלים, לפחות כלפיי, הייתה מעוררת כבוד, וגם שלי כלפיהם. זאת אומרת, אנחנו מאוד מכבדים אחד את השני, והלוואי שכל המועדונים יתייחסו אליי ככה. אני אשמע.
מה הפועל ירושלים צריכה לעשות כדי להיות מועדון עוד יותר גדול, מועדון גדול כבר, כדי להיות קבוצה עוד יותר גדולה שעושה גם תארים קצת, לא רק אחד לפני כבר כמה שנים, לנסות להגיע ליורוליג כמובן, דרך היורוקאפ.
הם צריכים לשלם לי בשביל שאני אגיד להם מה הם צריכים לעשות. עכשיו הם מפסיקים. אבל דבר אחד אני אגיד לכם, אני לא אהיה פרשן לענייני הפועל ירושלים. אוקיי? שיעשו מה שהם רואים לנכון, מאחל להם תמיד בהצלחה. ביום שאני אתמודד מולם, אני אעשה את המקסימום שהם יפסידו. וזהו, אנשים, כמובן האנשים נשארים, יישארו, חברים שלי. אני אוהב את כולם. באמת אולי זו הזדמנות להגיד תודה רבה לצוות שלי, שלא כל כך מדובר. עוזרי המאמנים שלי, מאמני הכושר, הפיזיותרפיסטים, הרופאים, עבדו פה מאוד 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 קשה. אנשים מאוד מאוד מוכשרים בתחומם. בשביל שהקבוצה הזאת תצליח, ורוב הדברים הטובים שעשינו השנה זה בזכותם.
דלתות מן הסתם אולי נסגרו עכשיו, אבל בעתיד יכולות להיות פתוחות. יש לך מסר לקהל על התקופה הזאת, על העתיד?
אני הקהל, זאת אומרת, אני חלק מהקהל, זה חברים אישיים שלי, זה לא רק אנשים שזה, תמיד אוהב שהם באים לתמוך בנו, כיף לי להסתובב בירושלים, לקבל את האהבה שלהם, וזהו, שימשיכו לעודד את הפועל. תודה רבה.